certainly curious about this. Mark Yosef, how are you, sir? How are you, sir?
I'm okay, sir. Thank you very much. How's about you?
Very well, thank you. Now, you were formerly known as who?
Yusuf.
Nukula Baseli Nukula?
Yes, it was Nicola, Nicola. Now I'm Yusuf.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Honestly, because I just want to get to the bottom of some of these things. You're originally from where?
Egypt. I'm the Pharaoh's son.
And you're what is your religion? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I'm Coptic Orthodox.
Okay, so you're a Coptic Christian.
Yes, sir.
And how long have you been in the United States?
Since 1984.
So a long time.
Yes, sir.
And so you made this film or movie or what have you, what, on your computer?
No. I just wrote the movie, and one of the producers taking care of it, and he produced 2 hours movie, and he put around 14 minutes on the internet. It makes all that problem.
So it was on the internet a few minutes, and
yeah.
What did you feel like when you were accused by the president, the Secretary of State, and others as causing the murders in Benghazi and the riots in Cairo?
Yeah, I felt very bad, and I believed what happened. That's why I kept hide myself from the media. I felt like I'm a killer, and I caused the American killed outside the United States.
So you felt guilty because you believed what they were saying, correct?
Yes, sir, yes.
And yet, it now turns out that wasn't correct, was it?
That's right, but I have a main line, I have a main road. I am against the terrorism. That's why this is my main concern is the terrorism. That's why no one can take me to the sidewalk at all. I have a target against the terrorism. That's it. This is my movie is. It is not a religion movie as much as it's against the terrorists and the terrorism.
So your movie, which I confess I've never watched, your movie you're saying wasn't really about religion, it was about terrorism.
No, yes, that's right. That's why I said, believe whatever you like to believe. It's your religion. You can pray to rock, but don't throw the rock on the people.
Now, sir, we tried to reach you repeatedly, and at the end, the Bureau of Prisons said we couldn't talk to you. Were you aware of that?
Sometimes, some media try to reach me. I heard about this sometimes because I was in a special housing unit. Special housing unit, this is completely different than the prison.
So you were in a special housing unit as opposed to the main prison. What, to protect you?
Yes, this is what they told me.
And how were you treated?
Believe me, I don't like to, I rather don't talk about that because it takes me to the sidewalk. I don't like to, I forget about that, and I like to go in my main line.
So you don't want to talk about how you were treated there?
No, I don't like to talk about that. Please.
Well, I'm not going to press it. Now, have you been following any of this that's been going on with Benghazi and that Al-Qaeda was involved in the attack on the consulate there and the killing of the 4 Americans? You've been keeping track of this, I take it?
Just a few months lately.
Mm-hmm. Do you think you're owed an apology because you were accused of this?
Believe me, I never think about that. Never. I don't like any apology from anyone. I like just to leave me alone with the people to target the terrorism to protect this country. United States of America, it gave me a lot of things. That's why it's worse to get my life instead of that. United States protecting the people, helping the people, they did a lot of things. That's why we have to protect this country. We have to give warning to this country. Be careful from the terrorism. The terrorism, they are too big, and they need to hurt the Americans and all over the world. This is my main concern. But somebody owe me apologize or not, I never think about that, and I will not never think about that.
Do you still have to pretty much hide, or can you? I take it you don't travel freely, or what is your situation?
My situation, I'm living in a church right now in Puna Park, California. And, but, I visit my father. My father is too old and sick. I visit him. Sometimes I go to the hospital to see him or to anywhere. I'm okay, I'm absolutely free, no problem.
Mm-hmm. And are you making any other films?
Actually, I used to write 200 TV series, 200 hours TV series. This is because I go back to the history.
Wait a minute, I didn't understand. You've made 200 hours of a TV series? Is that what you said?
Yeah, this is what I'm writing right now.
Oh, you're writing?
Yeah, this is to go back 1,500 years ago until September 11th.
Who do you think you're writing it for? Who are you going to present it to?
This is, I like to show the root of terrorism. Why this terrorism coming from?
Mm-hmm.
It's a history.
Are you afraid that might be used against you?
No. Why? I write history. It is in the history book. I didn't get anything from my bucket. This is historical books.
Mm-hmm. And are you currently are you on probation, or you have no issue anymore with law enforcement?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm on probation, and, I always contact the government once in a while and everything. And they know where I am, where I'm going, what I'm doing, everything.
So they know you're talking to me? Absolutely,
they know that.
Well, let me ask you this question.
The government knows everything.
Well, when are you ever not going to be on probation?
Probably I will go back again to the court to ask for them to leave me alone.
To leave you alone. What is the underlying crime that you've been convicted of or pled to?
Because I don't like to lie, that's why I rather don't talk about that. Because I don't like to lie.
Okay. All right, sir. Well, we appreciate it. Thank you very much for taking the time.
Yeah, I like just to mention two things. I have a book in Amazon. The publisher books in Amazon. They call it Innocence by Nakula Batili Nakula.
It's called Innocence?
Innocence by Nakula Batili Nakula. Yes,
right.
Innocence. And also, if anyone needs to contact me or to give me an advice or to...
No, I don't want to give a contact number because something might happen and I don't want to be responsible for it. Well, listen, you can say that, but I know better. So I appreciate it. You giving out the information on Amazon. I got no problem with that, but I don't want you to locate yourself or have people contact you for your own sake. I'm not your lawyer, but I don't think that's wise. And I want to thank you. Can I ask you one more question?
Sure.
Mark Youssef, has that always been your name, or did you change it to that?
Yeah, it's changing again.
Okay. Are you you're not in some kind of witness protection or anything, right?
No.
Okay. All right, sir. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself.
Thank you very much.
All right, and you better look over your shoulder. Don't you think, Mr. Producer? I had a little difficulty understanding parts of that, but I did my best, folks, in trying to convey to you what I think was being said. So we tried to get a hold of him months and months and months ago. Oddly enough, he seems like a happy-go-lucky person, doesn't he? I don't know. Seems that way to me. But he's busy. He's writing, I believe he said, 200 hours for a TV series. Didn't he say that? Going back to the history of terrorism and so forth. And he's out and about. He's got his new name. And we'll see what happens. But to imagine a guy like this, who you just heard, being used by the President of the United States and the Secretary of State and anybody else who wanted to use him as the reason for what happened, the riots in Cairo and the murders in Benghazi, is so absurd just by listening to him. It's so absurd. So that cover-up didn't work. In the meantime, we still don't know, do we, what the president was up to?